You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas is the story of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. What do you want from me? The plot is in the title.
Yeah.
Or is it? Welcome back to the Or Is It Movie podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Derek.
And I'm Mean Mark.
And today it's Christmas 2020. We're taking a look back at the 20 year ago sort of movie in the year 2000, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Welcome back, Jim Carrey from Batman Forever and number 23.
Yep.
You can also welcome back Clint Howard from Rock and Roll High School.
And everything Ron Howard's directed.
And yeah. Shockingly, we can welcome to the show Molly Shannon.
Yeah, and are we welcoming Christine Baranski?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey Tabor, and Taylor Momsen, and Bill Irwin, and Anthony Hopkins.
What? Anthony Hopkins has been part of film studies, but
yes.
Never or is it? Yeah.
Never or is it?
How's Jeffrey Tambor not made it here till now?
Thank you.
He does a lot of. The guy works a lot. You know.
Yeah.
I've not done one of his movies before now.
So I'm like, okay, well, I was shocked when I was going through it. I have to stop because we're just going to keep going.
You know what? I got to tell you, if I could be an actor, I wish I could have. The Jeffrey Tambor level of fame is pretty much where I would want.
Yeah.
Like
that guy.
Popular enough that you're recognized, you're working a lot, but no one's going through your trash. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like, paparazzi's leaving, you know what I mean? Like, not, I don't need that.
Like, on a slow news day, Jeffrey Tambor was spotted at the thing. And we took one picture, and it was kind of blurry, but fuck it, who cares? It's Jeffrey Tambor.
He was at the Piggly Wiggly. Oh, yeah. The stars are just like us here. He's holding a grapefruit, you know what I mean? I wonder what he looks for when he squeezes it, you know?
That's the one where you have to name the movie that he's in, or else the readers won't know. They'll be like, what the hell movie is he in? And I'm not going to IMDb to look it up. So
in some cases you have to list, like, the more obscure the celebrity, you might have to put like 3 or 4. Yeah. Like, you might know him from this or this or this or this, you know, or this, because you might not have seen that or the other thing, you know?
Yeah. Or you take a picture specifically of him looking like one of his characters from his movie, so you can put them side by side.
Yeah. Oh, he's that guy.
Yeah.
This, you know what? Actually, this would be one of those.
Yeah, it would
have him in all the Who makeup and.
Yeah.
Except, yeah, I mean, it doesn't work for everybody, because then you're like, Sam Jackson, everything. Like, that's just...
Speaking of the Who's.
Yes.
This is the story. This is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. If you don't know this story...
Read the novelization.
Read the novelization. It is this Grinch Who Stole Christmas stretched out to 2 hours, by the way.
2? What? How?
I better double check that before I...
Oh, yeah, I had it on... I found it on Amazon, actually, is where I saw it. Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
No, it's not on Netflix. Well, not on Canadian Netflix, anyway.
So it's on the American one.
Ah. Okay, so our Canadian listeners with a VPN server will have found it already on Netflix.
Yeah. Hour 44.
Yeah, that's pretty much 2 hours. You could have done
feels like 2 hours.
It does. You could have done a hot 90 minutes and out. You know what I mean? 91 minutes tops.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of things in this movie that we can cut out. All of it, the Who's. Because I'll be honest, I went to the theater to watch this in 2000 when it came
I believe
out.
I did too, yeah.
And I was one of those people who were like, I grew up with the cartoon. This is too much, blah blah blah. But I didn't like it. Watching it now, I love Jim Carrey in this movie.
Yes,
I love the Grinch. I love everything to do with the Grinch. I fucking hate the Who's.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
That's my entire thing. So
right, and so now just to clarify. We're not picking on the original tale by Dr. Seuss. It's a beloved tale. That's not the point. It's all the extra stuff that they added.
Yeah.
To pad this out is what I started really noticing. And yes, and the Who's and everything like that. Yeah. The things they did to more or less turn the Grinch into a hero instead of a repentant villain. We'll get there.
I think they missed the entire mark of what this story is supposed to be.
I think so too. By adding all this stuff, they really expanded it into something that I don't think it was intended to be.
But just the way the story is told, I think they commit. And we'll get to it, I guess, at the end. But first thing, it's the big Christmas scene at the beginning. All the Who's are shopping, and the shopkeeper offers for the next 5 minutes 99% off.
Wow.
Said obviously the Who economy isn't suffering.
No. He hit the black like probably a month ago. You know what I mean? And
like everything else is just
profit,
pocket money at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
And okay, why do they need a post office?
Good question. And why?
It's one town,
a small one at that.
And it's a small town. The Grinch literally crisscrosses it 6 times in the 10 minutes in the opening, when the first time he comes down.
Oh, and by the way, the mailman, you never see him at work.
No, you do.
I never saw him delivering any pack. Oh no! I saw him at work, but I never saw him out delivering anything.
No, he wasn't delivering anything. So maybe everyone just comes to the thing to pick up their mail. I don't know, but
which is even more maddening.
Yeah,
you have a post office that's not delivering the post
because your Who taxes are paying for that.
Exactly. It's a package exchange. That's all it is.
Pretty much.
I want to send a letter to my next door neighbor. Better go downtown. You know what I mean? Drop it, and then they can put it in their box, and the other person's box has to now go downtown,
and then they have to drive downtown to pick it up. Exactly.
Pick it up. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Man, I hate the Who's. Oh, I hate the Who's.
So when our story begins, we get now Sir Anthony Hopkins as the narrator. I like that. Loved it.
And he's only reading what's from the actual book.
No.
All of his lines, all of his lines are from the actual book.
I thought there was more.
Was there more?
Well, there isn't an hour 45 worth of material for him to.
Yeah, but he's not constantly talking throughout.
No, he's not. But I think in some of these added scenes, or does he just jump in the scenes that weren't added?
He just jumps in.
Part of the story. I didn't really notice.
He only narrates the parts that actually follow the book. That's why they have the old biddies, as they call them.
Yeah. Tell
the backstory of the Grinch.
Oh yes, because it's not part of the book.
It's not a part of the book, right? They're sellers.
That fair enough. Yeah. Oh yeah. And I was like, why does that one Who lady look familiar? It's Frau Farbissina, Mindy Sterling from Austin Powers.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Which one?
The German lady.
No, I know her. Which Who?
Oh, the brown-haired one. One of the two biddies.
Oh, okay.
So we're talking about those two ladies. One of them is Frau Farbissina.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I thought, was that Rhea Perlman? And I was like,
no, because Danny DeVito would be in this movie if that was the case.
That's true. That's true. So we have Sir Anthony Hopkins open up our story, and they talk about how all of this is taking place inside a snowflake. So where's Ant-Man in the quantum realm here? But anyway, after seeing this, I wonder how many kids were scared to go outside in the snow lest they stomp on the snowflake that has this entire town and commit like a mass murder. Dad going out to shovel the driveway. No, Daddy, no, you'll kill the Who's. And is it just that one snowflake, or are there Who towns? Is there like a multiverse of Who's in every snow? Yeah. Are there Who towns in every single snowflake that have?
Is there a multi-Whooniverse?
A multi-Whooniverse? Yeah. Is there a town a version where Jeffrey Tambor's up on the mountain and Jim Carrey's in the mayoral office?
Yeah,
married to Christine Baranski, and got little half furry kids. I
was like, oh my god.
And I did. We see towards the beginning there, we see a bunch of teenagers frolicking up the mountain. I did think about you, horror specialist Derek McFarlane, as I thought this could only go one of two things: either sex or they're all going to get murdered. If this was any other movie, like it's because that's the teenagers frolicking doesn't end well in horror movies. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but the Who faces. That's nightmare fuel.
It is. And like, okay. It is. And I was going to bring this up later on, but since we're talking about it, notice not everyone has to do that.
The only person that doesn't is the little girl.
No, take a look again at Christine Baranski.
I thought she did have it.
She's not wearing the prosthetics, and to further the point, she's the most beautiful woman in the town, right? They've got her kind of set up as the town beauty,
or at least the most desirable.
Most desirable. She was the prettiest girl in school, and even as an adult, she wears the fancy dresses and always has her hair done, and she's one of the most desirable single woman, we'll say that way, in Whoville. And she's not wearing that prosthetic with the freckles and the whole thing. It's just Christine Baranski.
So now I'm going through it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, her as a kid, she didn't have it.
Right.
But I think all the other kids did. Oh, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, she kind of does.
All they did was they kind of, I think, accentuated like a pointier nose.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have that squirrel chipmunk hybrid face that the others have. You know what I mean? They look like some sort of rodent, like a gerbil or something, like right around just the nose area. You know what I mean? Like that look that you're talking about, she doesn't have that.
Like she does have the big upper lip, but I don't know if that's just her Botox. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. I don't believe that. Yeah, she didn't wear the same prosthetics like that Jeffrey Tambor has to wear, and Clint Howard's got to wear. Molly Shannon's got to wear it.
I'm looking at her normal pictures here, so she doesn't have the big lips. So maybe they did do it up a little bit.
But it's not the same. It is not
the same. But it's not the same. No, you're right. I've never noticed that.
I did going through because, like you said, Nightmare Fuel.
No, you know what it is? She's got the teeth.
Does she have the?
She has the big buck teeth in the front, like everybody has.
Cindy Lou, and that's all Cindy Lou has as well.
And Cindy Lou only has the buck teeth.
Yeah, which I get it for the little girl,
which does then push out the top lip.
But it's not. But those two characters do not have the same. I mean, and there are extras that are like third and fourth row in some of these scenes that have that prosthetic on.
Yeah.
But two of the main characters of this story don't have it.
And the kids in the flashback don't have it either, but they do have the big teeth.
I think they talk about now that one. I think they explain away because I think Jeffrey Tambor has a line about you haven't grown into your nose yet or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's fine. They kind of explain that away that you get that as an adult, but then Baranski. So, or you know what I mean, or what's her Martha Lou? Is that her name or Martha
Mayhew?
Martha Mayhew. Yeah. Whovier. Huh, she's
Martha
French.
Whovier.
Yeah, I got the IMDb going here.
Martha May Whovier. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I want to talk about this right off the bat because this is a movie trope that annoys the fuck out of me. And it happens so many times where the main character's family, their last name is Who.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also the name of their species. And
the town.
It's Whoville. Right. So, but that's the thing is like everybody else has like, there's Hoodooberry. I'm seeing Whovier, Mayhew. So they has Who, but there's a version, Whohillian.
They have Houlihan.
Yeah, Houlihan.
Which, okay, that I like because it's
Hooperus.
Say Houlihan would be like an old beat cop name in the.
Yeah, he's the Irish beat cop that shows up at the end. So, but that's like saying like, okay, my name is Derek Human.
Yeah.
You see this in so many movies, especially kids' movies, but.
Well, yeah, and that's the naming convention with, I guess, rhyming and all that kind of stuff because he's working in rhyme. I don't know, but it is weird to have the other place you see it a little bit is science fiction.
Yeah.
To a small degree, where they don't have family names and they just stand out alone, or they're just known by their species name, or you know what I mean, stuff like that.
Yeah. It's just so weird. I wish people would stop doing that because I don't know. It just bothers me. It's just
I would be fine with it if they were just doing the last name thing, because now they're making all the puns like in the that would be fine, and then just give them a different species name.
Yeah. And I get it, because none of the other Who's in the original story are actually named other than Cindy Lou Who, because she's the only Who that actually speaks in the book.
Well, and this is what we get to, right? What you were saying, how there's departure from the original.
Yeah.
I don't think Dr. Seuss meant for this to happen, like them to start getting names and careers and
money and economy.
Politics.
Which I have Whoville is a theocracy run by a dictator mayor.
Yeah.
Because you have the Book of Who. Sorry, eye roll.
Yeah. You can't see the eye roll, but it's pretty severe.
But and it's like, really, like,
yeah, they just take all this stuff to pad out this wasn't meant to be a movie. I'm sorry. It's just a short story for kids. The cartoon, now, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but refresh my memory. If I'm not mistaken, all they really did was add some musical numbers to pad out the cartoon.
Yes.
Right?
To make it 22 minutes.
To make it, just a full half hour that you could show on TV with commercials, and it was fun, but it stuck to the book like glue.
Yeah.
Just those little extra things.
But in this movie, they make have that "Where Are You" Christmas song, which became a top 40 hit, apparently written by Mariah Carey and sung by Faith Hill.
Really?
If it's written by Mariah Carey,
why
get Mariah Carey to fucking sing it? I don't know, but
yeah, really. I've heard of stuff like that. I heard Prince used to write songs and not perform. He'd write for other bands and stuff. But this is for a fucking movie. Like, like what were you so busy? What were you just busy enough with, Mariah? If you're out there listening, which I know you are, that you had enough.
Already have one of the highest selling Christmas songs of all time. This was the biggest song in the Christmas of 2000. I don't think I've heard it since, but
just enough time to write the song. Will you perform it? No, I'm too busy. Like, what else you got going on? Like a USO tour? What's going on there? Like, I didn't know that. That's funny. Oh yeah, holy shit! If you want a long lineup, check out the makeup artists in the IMDb page. Because well, like I said, everyone except for Christine Baranski has to wear that prosthetic. That's an adult. Yeah. So anyway, I was trying to eat breakfast when he ate an onion like an apple. That grossed me out. For those who don't know, I notoriously hate onions.
And that's the thing, is I totally love Jim Carrey in this movie now. As an adult, I can totally love watching Jim Carrey. I mean, maybe back then I was sick and tired of his Jim Carrey-isms. But looking back now, not having watched a lot of Jim Carrey movies lately, I really enjoyed this.
Well, and this came on the heels of basically Jim Carrey's prime years, right? Everything from Ace Ventura. We're talking Dumb and Dumber, Batman Forever.
Mask,
the second Ace Ventura, Cable Guy, Liar, Liar, Truman Show, Man on the Moon, Me, Myself, Irene, and came out the same year as How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah,
and he was still on in living color. He's credited as being there till 2001. So.
Really?
Yeah, apparently, according to IMDb, it was 1990 to 2001. So
maybe in reruns, but I don't think in living color ran that long.
They don't credit reruns, but the IMDb says he was.
But
yeah. Now, granted, those latter years he could have just been like a guest appearance here and there.
Maybe.
I don't
remember late 90s in living color, but
I don't. Well, it started in I don't remember like early 2000s. Like, I don't.
Okay.
I don't remember. New Year's Eve 1999 waiting to see if all the airplanes would fall out of the sky, and then watch an episode of In Living Color. You know what I mean? Before bed. Like
I don't remember the Fire Marshal Bill getting prepped for Y2K.
Y2K,
yeah. You know what I mean?
But apparently, so you're right, though. You're right. It was kind of neat to go to basically take a look back now, 20 years later, to what I imagine is part of the reason why this is an hour and 45 was Ron Howard. They do a meta scene where the Grinch is directing the dog. He puts on the Ron Howard hat.
Yeah.
And directs it and directs the dog. How I imagine Ron Howard was talking. Just have fun with it and this and so. Because you can tell a lot of it is just like I made eggs and toast for breakfast. I didn't need to make any ham. Yes. I knew I was getting a ton of it with Jim Carrey. Like, it was, I was full.
Oh yeah, but it works. It works in this movie because, well, to a point. But I love when he's in the back office of the post office handing out the jury duty, bill, whatever.
Eviction notice, yeah,
eviction notice, jury duty. Chain letter. Like, okay, like 2000 is about the last time you can make a chain letter joke. So,
yeah.
But then you intersperse it with the scene where Molly Shannon's up on top of the roof trying to beat out Christine Baranski next door, and Christine Baranski is in tights and a Miss Santa outfit, and she's holding a gun next to her crotch, and it's obviously in reverse, right? So she's stringing up the lights, but it's obviously in reverse, and they're pulling it off type thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that was certainly this one's for the dads in the audience.
Yeah,
I mean, like her boobs are shaking with this light Gatling gun that she's got going on, and she's like spread eagle, practically standing there in the short skirt and everything. It's like I'm like, do we need that in our kids' movie? Like, hey, don't get me wrong, I'm the last one to complain, but if I took a kid to see that, I'd be like, okay, Junior, let's cover the eyes for a second. Yeah. There's another scene coming up later on that I want to point out.
Probably the same one I have.
That is along this line, and I couldn't believe I did not see it the first time around. I was probably too busy laughing in the theater at another Carreyism, but I was a big fan of his back then. So
yeah,
but yeah, we don't need that. And then interesting pneumatic tube system for their garbage, though. Do you notice that? It goes from the town up the hill, and that's where they dispose. It's like,
you wonder why the Grinch hates you.
You send him all this, You
keep sending all your garbage to him.
To his house.
Like,
you put it in his front yard. I mean, no one wants that.
And like, there's even a point where they go through his whole backstory and blah, blah, blah. So they explain why the Grinch hates the Who's.
Yeah.
And then Anthony Hopkins comes in reading the book going, no one really knows why the Grinch hated the Who's. And I'm like, you just fucking said he did why he does. He just showed the whole story. Like
it was better as a mystery, I think.
Yeah.
For a kid's tale, a short kid's tale, might I add.
Yeah.
Like he's like Tolkien can suck it. I'm going to write a poem. Basically a long poem that's going to get illustrated, and I'm going to sell millions of books.
Yeah.
Suck it, Tolkien.
And I'm going to have a bigger fucking fame than fucking Tolkien.
Yeah.
Until about 2001 when some jackass makes a bunch of movies.
Yeah. So, and by the way, that's an odd system. You send your garbage up the hill. What happens when it piles up? It's coming back down. It's like they're going to have a garbage slide eventually.
Yeah,
especially with their consumer culture being such as it is.
Yeah, and we see we see a dump once, like in this movie, and he gets like 9 or 10 bags.
Yeah, some of it hazardous waste.
Yeah, hazardous waste, and they send it up the mountain.
Yeah, that shit rolls downhill. That's just a thing. Even in a snowflake, I'm sure it happens.
Like, come on. Well, let's talk about this. Because this goes part and parcel with that. We see Cindy Lou, who actually meets the Grinch in the back room of the post office.
Mm-hmm.
And she falls into the sorting machine, which is in the middle of the floor with no safety barrier at all.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone rails on the Empire for not putting safety rails in the Death Star.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, isn't that a who safety violation?
I think so. And it looks pretty dangerous too. Like she's about to be all consumed and crushed under the weight of what? I'm not sure.
So, but the thing basically is, there's a giant hole, and it pushes all the presents down, and then puts them on the conveyor belt to sort.
To where?
But how does it sort? It's a machine. It's not exactly. It's coming off one conveyor belt, going through the hole onto another single conveyor belt. Where's the sorting?
Yeah, there's no employee back there. There's no barcoding.
No.
There's not even it's a kid's fairy tale type thing. There's no mystical elf that knows that this one's for Bob Who and this one's for Sally Who.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, you know what I mean? There's not.
Does it just like return it to the front so people can get their shit? It's like,
I guess so. Just
what sorting is in the Whoville?
The front of the post office is basically just the Christmas tree. You just come and find the one with your name on it and take it. Don't take any others. That one's for your sister. Put it down.
Yeah.
And and of course we see the scene that you talked about with all the letters and eviction notices and jury duty and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Those mailboxes can't hold parcels, so
yeah,
where do they go? Again, you're padding out the movie, so you're putting in these details. But it's all just it was just some weird plot contrivance to put her in some sort of danger, and then stylistically it looks aesthetically like the drawings in the book.
Yeah,
that's all it.
I will say the sets here are fantastic. This does look like a Dr. Seuss world.
Absolutely, it looks like the illustrations straight up, like come to life. I will admit, as creepy as that makeup is, it does.
Yeah.
Point right back to the original books. Absolutely. Yeah. So the set design, fantastic. Going all practical, love it. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't any CGI if there was, it's barely there.
Yeah.
Probably just wires that they had to take out for certain things. But other than that, it's fantastic. Well, I mean, it's 2000, so CGI isn't as effective as it is today. So
no.
Yeah.
And, practical effects are still a thing back then. And Ron Howard is a great movie maker. So
yeah, absolutely.
You would expect this to be the case.
Yeah, absolutely. There's one scene where the Grinch, he's back at his sweet pad. By the way, like he's got a cave so awesome that Batman would be like, damn, this is good. Like Alfred, I need one of these, like
yeah.
Get the pickaxe. We're making the Batcave bigger. This guy's got 2 floors. He's got 2 floors to his cave. That's awesome.
He's got a zip line to his couch.
Yeah, that's not every guy's dream, eh? Right to the lazy boy. But he's essentially nude, walks behind a privacy screen that he has where he lives alone.
Yes.
And then puts on a robe that barely covers anything. I was like,
yeah, a very sheer black, looking thing.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just say the Grinch is the last person I'd want to see in that. I can think of a few others, And then, we go to the origin story because Cindy Lou is now on the case. She wants to learn everything she can about the Grinch.
Can we just stop here because I want to talk about Cindy Lou?
Okay.
And how sickeningly cute she is.
Oh my God, yes.
Like it's like ew. You know what I mean?
Do yourself a favor.
I've seen what she looks like now.
Okay. Now I'm not saying she's ugly by any stretch of the imagination.
No, absolutely not.
But yeah.
But it's almost too cute. You know what I mean?
Oh no, not for this. No.
For me, it's like
this is a cartoon. She's a living cartoon.
But the cartoon she wasn't that cute in the cartoon.
Well, none of the Who's were the way they drew them. They were
true, but like Cindy has she's got the nice high voice, she's got the big eyes, she's got the big chubby cheeks.
Yeah, the hair. She got the
the singing voice is very high pitched, almost whispery when she sings, and
very fairy folk like. Very.
She got she got the big eyes that kind of blink. Like she.
Oh no, she's perfect for this. When I saw her the first time,
she's so sickeningly cute.
I know. Yeah. Just quit pulling on my heartstrings, kid.
But okay, yeah. So she goes on the hunt.
I tell you what, if I was told, if I had to be told tomorrow that I had cancer, I want a little kid like that to just look me in the eye and I'd be like, okay,
yeah.
It's like it's that or Morgan Freeman. They're the only two people that could tell me, and I'd be okay with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, son, I'm afraid you're gonna die. Okay, thanks, Morgan.
Yeah, this is where she sings her song about how she. And I'm like, okay, I know it's contrivance, and I know Cindy Lou is the only one that's from the original book, but the kid doesn't believe in the magic of Christmas.
She's having a crisis of faith
at 8 years old.
Is she 8 in this? Is that how she's supposed to be?
Well,
I know we do the flashback that the Grinch is 8 as a kid.
Yeah, but let's assume they're the same age.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, around like 8 to 10, whatever. But still, like a little girl.
This is one of the things that I know you hate. Is like the children that act much older than they actually are.
That is a problem a lot.
You know what I mean? like she sings the songs like "Where Are You, Christmas? Why Can't I Find You? I Don't Feel what it is or whatever." She writes the note to Santa, "I don't know what to ask for Christmas." And I'm just like, really? You're a child.
I know. I half expected her to get up on a soapbox and do this soliloquy about commercialism and how her town's been overrun by greed and avarice and all this stuff, and it's like like I expected her to just go off on everything in a more like pontificate even more, because she's having like at 8 years old. Come on, were you? No, I didn't.
No.
8 was the heyday for Christmas.
She still believes in Santa.
Yeah,
but she doesn't believe in the magic of Christmas. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Santa is at the fucking center of the magic of Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. So, and she has a letter to the head of Christmas expressing her theological, questionings and like this is the stuff like someone twice her age might. That's when you start having your crisis of faith. You start to question the things that your parents told you and start to form your own belief system. Not at 8. You're still wondering. Yeah. You're just wondering if the reindeer are going to get any of the cookies that you leave out, or should we leave out some carrots? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's the biggest, crisis of faith. It's like, oh, should we leave out milk and cookies, or do we leave out stuff for the reindeer too? I don't know. Oh my God. Like that's, that's the biggest
but worry. Who cares? I'm getting presents. You
fucking
know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Fucking right.
But whatever. This movie has to have the cute little girl be the protagonist. Fine.
But that's the thing, though, is that this whole town, and that's what's weird about Whoville. It's basically a town of children because everyone believes in Santa, right up to the parents. Which begs the question:
Santa is real in this thing.
Yeah. He somehow has Pym particles.
Yeah,
comes down from the North Pole, shrinks into a snowflake, and then comes back up for the rest of us.
Yeah. Where's the Who Santa?
They have their own. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
Good Lord. Oh, this multiverse question has got me bugging out now. Like, wait, now does he come from a different snowflake, or does he just live at the top of this one? Like, I don't know. Does he come from a different dimension, or does he like?
Let's get to the backstory for the Grinch here, because she goes to see the biddies.
Yes, right. Yeah. So the biddies, the biddies talk about how there was an adult party going on. It's a fucking key party.
Thank you.
There's a goddamn 1960s early to mid 70s fucking key party happening in the fucking kids. Ron Howard, man, how dare you, Ron Howard?
And this is the thing, I keep reading, and whenever I was looking up to researching this movie, I kept reading that a lot of the improvisations that Jim Carrey was doing during filming, the studio would not let be in the movie because it was too adult, and this is a kid's movie.
Yes, and you can see that he walks right up to that line with the stuff they got to keep.
Yes,
he walks to the line,
but there's a swingers party going on.
There's a fucking key party going. Good Lord. Yeah, swingers party is a better way to describe it for those who don't know what a key party is.
But to be fair, it does make sense that the Who's would be in that culture, since there's no consequences, because kids come from what they call pumbercellas, which, and maybe this is me, I've always hated Seuss language.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
As a kid, it was awkward.
Like you're just making up words so that you can rhyme. Stop it. But anyway.
Even as a kid, were you?
Yeah, I never liked them. No, never liked it.
Very logical mind.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe But they come down in pumbercellas, so it's basically the stork rule. So obviously they don't give birth.
Right. Or I would posit that these old biddies know their audience and are not going to give the birds and the bees talk to this young girl because it's not their young girl.
Okay, but we see a flashback of it. And that's the thing, too, because whenever somebody tells a young child a story, like the story of a flashback in a movie, but we see the adult nature of the flashback.
Yeah.
I'm always like, does the child get that version too? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, it begs the question too. Well, maybe it doesn't beg the question, but it did for me. Since they have these key parties, and the Grinch seems to be somewhat of an anomaly in their community.
Okay.
You see where I might be going with this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did maybe the wrong set of keys get picked up by someone who's just a little too close family-wise to someone else with it?
So you're now claiming that the Grinch is the result of inbreeding?
I'm not saying that. I'm questioning that. Well, he's an anomaly. We don't know why he looks different than everybody else.
Right. Well, they said that a southern wind happened. So
there's a south snowflake now?
I guess.
He's from?
Maybe he's from the other side of the snowflake?
I guess. The wrong side of the snowflake, apparently.
The wrong side of the snowflake.
And
this is where we get into...
So now we have no, I'm not even going to say it. Sorry.
Go ahead. Don't do it.
A you people type situation. Like you're from over there.
Hey, Grinch lives matter, okay?
Yeah. Well, and yeah, so
and that's where we get to the whole crux of the problem here is that the Who's are insanely racist.
They are. And it starts young.
Yes.
Like the teacher at the head of the class does nothing.
Nothing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your point there, but we were heading for the same.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Two things. One, well, I'll let you address that one. I want to address the hot for teacher moment.
The hot for teacher moment.
Yeah, I rewound this. Okay. So we have the scene. So we're in the class. The Grinch is getting picked on because he looks different. We have Jeffrey Tambor's character, the mayor, as a kid. We have Christine Baranski as a kid. So all three of them are the same age. We know those characters are all the same age.
Right.
Because they're all in the same class.
Right.
Right. So they were his peer. So they start picking on him. You know, you have fur on your face. You have a beard, which he doesn't. He's got some sweet, Wolverine mutton chops going on. Yeah. That's awesome. Like that's fucking badass. Especially in the year 2000 when the X-Men just came out.
Which the mayor has when he's older.
Yeah, he does the same thing. And no beard, no mustache. But anyway, so they're doing a gift exchange, bring a gift for somebody, which is a bad practice as a teacher. It's like that. Yes. Remember back in the day, the Valentine's Day card, and you would put your bag out.
See, in my school, you brought one for everyone.
It eventually got to that. Yeah. I was in school ahead of you, and had the nigh empty paper bag because people were just bringing them in for whoever they wanted. So yeah. I might have been one of the reasons why they're like. My teacher's like, oh shit, we gotta change stuff. Look what we did. You know what I mean? Like, but so when he's making, and first of all, this kid is a talented engineer, craftsman, welding, forging. He's smelting at 8 years old. This kid is a fucking talent with his hands. You know what I mean? And he makes this angel, and as he's making it. You may have to. I had to rewind it because I caught something. The teacher in like a sexy kind of voice is like, "You have to make sure to bring something for Christmas or whatever." What I forget what she says, but in the scene she reaches up and she actually starts to pull her shirt open.
Okay, I'm watching this. So
we have the Grinch and we can tell it's in his head and there's just a little circle. Look at the bottom of the circle that the teacher's face is in. And you'll see she reaches up as if this kid is like hot for teacher at 8 fucking years old, having sexy fantasies about his teacher.
She does start to pull it down.
Yep. I rewound it to make sure what I saw.
It cuts away real quick from it, but but her hands are at the V.
And making a downward, like either unbuttoning or pulling. Like this is some,
what the fuck,
right?
Because the whole story is that he's doing it for Martha Mayhew, or Martha Whovier, or whatever that Martha May Whovier.
Yeah,
that's so bizarre. That's so bizarre.
Okay,
I never noticed that.
I didn't. I never noticed it the first time either. I just happened to be looking at this at the teacher because that's who we're supposed to focus on, and I saw the hands go up, and I was like, "Whoa, hold on a second! What did I just see?" In this.
And I will say that another creepy thing is that when he goes on his berserk, when he's a kid, he's 8 years old, and he's going on his little evil rampage. I hate Christmas, and he picks up the tree and blah blah blah, and they're like, "Oh, the horror! Oh, the destruction!" And then it cuts to an adult Christine Baranski, and she goes, "The muscles." She's getting all turned on by 8-year-old muscles.
She was turned on at 8 years old. She's turned on at 8. At 8 years old, she's turned on by her classmate, who is turned on by the teacher, who is apparently gonna, well, I mean, in his 8-year-old mind, he's undressing her.
Yeah.
No, not at 8. I'm sorry. I mean, you know what? Maybe these days, I know kids are
gross.
They say kids are starting younger and younger, but not 8 years old.
No, not 2000.
No. That's just crazy. Especially, boys develop later than girls and all this. Okay, even in, I imagine whatever species he is, because he's not a who, they make damn sure to.
And why doesn't he get a name? His name card on his desk is Grinch.
Yeah.
No one thought to give him a name.
Yeah, doesn't he get a who name?
You accept him into your who community, or your who-munity? Maybe? Who-munity? Who-munity? But you don't give him a who name?
Yeah, those ladies that adopted him. Now, by the way, were they a couple? Were we seeing?
Hey, man, swingers
party.
What?
None of my business.
Swingers party. Who
knows? They were at the key party. But,
yep.
Yeah. But still, anyway, so the two ladies take him in but they don't, shouldn't have been I don't know, Roger Who, and then once he declares his hate and moves into the mountains, then becomes the Grinch. You would think like this should be Grinch Begins, directed by Christopher Nolan. Like
like maybe he's Matt Grinchy Who or something. You know what I mean?
You have Liam Neeson training him that key party wasn't your fault. You know, like
it's like okay. So
that's the big one I had was the undressing of the teacher by an 8-year-old, and how sexualized Christine Baranski is.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost pornographic at that point.
There's a scene later on where the Grinch fucking just flies right into her cleavage, right into the boobs, betwixt her boobs.
Yep, for kids.
Again, I guess that one's for the dads because anyway.
So the whole thing is that Cindy Lou they have. I guess every year they pick a holiday cheermeister, which they say in one breath from the Book of Who is the one that exemplifies Christmas spirit the most. And also from the Book of Who says is given to the one who needs it the most.
That should be Cindy Lou.
It's the Bible. It contradicts itself. Like, I mean, my atheism alarm is going off. Like, I hate this Book of Who.
I have the theological training here, so I see it as Cindy Lou is the quote unquote chosen one in this case, because as an innocent and someone who still believes in Santa, she would still exemplify the better qualities of the season. Yet she's having a crisis of faith, so she needs it the most.
Yeah,
she should be the cheermeister. Instead, but apparently, she passes on that title.
But apparently, you have to be nominated for holiday cheermeister.
And apparently, they only take one nomination, and that nomination automatically wins.
Yeah, so the only person that's nominated is the Grinch.
Yeah, he runs unopposed.
He runs unopposed, and he does eventually come down, and then he goes through the whole thing about how he lands in the breast face first, and then he gets his holiday sweater on, and I don't know how you can be a contest of a food contest judge when you're not being able to eat anything before they shove more food in your mouth. But whatever.
This is almost torture. This is almost a torture.
Yeah. So eventually the mayor gives him the first present, and it's a shaver, which causes him to flash back and sends him on a violent rage, and he goes basically crazy, destroying the tree and blah blah blah, creating havoc.
I like how he destroyed the tree because apparently Whoville does have a town drunk.
Yes, they do.
Who carries the little alcohol bottle with the X's on it, and it's potent enough stuff that he can create a flamethrower by spitting it out.
It's hooch.
Hooch. Wouldn't that just be hooch but with like a W?
Yeah.
And that's some hard ass like grain alcohol shit, because he fucking just he uses I can't do that with beer. Let's put it that way. If I spit beer into a flame, it's going to put out the flame.
Yeah.
This is some gasoline level shit.
But he eventually, so once the Grinch leaves, they're like, okay, well, he can't be holiday cheermeister. I guess I'll do it. I'm like, you weren't even nominated. You just usurped holiday cheermeister. No one else in the town?
Well, and that's
no one else in the town.
Like you said, it's a theocracy run by a dictator, so he's just... Yeah. And I think we see how he got into power. I think he just stood up and said, I'm doing this.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, my name is Mayhew, so that's very close to mayor, so I'm going to become the fucking mayor.
Yeah. Absolutely. That goes back to your point right off the top. I think this is the dictator running wild with power. He creates another position of power and then usurps it just to give himself more.
Yeah. Remind you of somebody lately?
Now,
this is the greatest Whoville I've ever seen.
We're going to build a wall of presents.
Wall of presents around. So the Grinch are rapists. They're bad hombres.
We're going to build a wall, and all the green furry people are going to pay for it. So no more.
Who's going to pay for it? The Grinch. Who?
So no more of those Bellas or whatever they call it, will come over our borders.
Pumpercellas, yeah.
Pumpercellas. No more Pumpercellas just coming over willy nilly. You're gonna, no more Grinches in our town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, he's a fucking asshole because then not only is he blaming the little girl.
Oh, I know.
But also, like you said earlier, nose shames her.
Yeah. You haven't even grown into your nose. She's fucking 8. You didn't have it at 8.
But he stops and slows down his talk. He's like, she hasn't even grown into her nose yet.
So essentially body shaming. I mean, there's a lot of body shaming going on.
There's a lot of body shaming in this movie.
You're too hairy. You're green. You haven't grown into your nose yet. Yeah. I got sorry. Something else on Cindy Lou here. I was pontificating after I got over the whole hot for teacher thing. Because that blew me away. If you notice,
over it? Go ahead.
You know what? Maybe not. Anyway, tis the season for giving. I'll give you that. Maybe sure. I did. Yeah. Okay. Cindy Lou's motivation for nominating the Grinch. She says, sorry, I didn't quote it. I should have, but
yeah,
she's having Christmas doubts and thinks that if the Grinch can get into the Christmas spirit, her faith will be renewed. That's kind of how I summarized what she was thinking, right?
Right.
So doesn't that seem to be that she doesn't seem to be doing this out of some altruistic desire to help the Grinch. It's more self-serving than that.
It is.
She's actually out just to help quantify or qualify her own or renew her own faith through this character. Grinch. It could have been anybody.
Yep.
But she picked him. It could have been her dad, the busy postman who's overworked at this time of year. Same thing.
I don't think she wanted to be renewed in Christmas. I think that, who's to say? Maybe she knew that the Grinch would do this, and then she can go, there, I don't believe in Christmas either. I'm a Grinch too. Bleh. Oh, maybe she's starting her bratty teenage years early.
No, maybe, yeah. She's tweening out,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, just doubting anything, a counterculture, yeah. Oh, maybe, but yeah, I when I heard that, I was like, wow, that's kind of self-serving. It's not altruism. It's just
it's just self-fulfilling. It's
self-fulfilling. Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, there was one genuine laugh for me in this.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's so when the Grinch, I think he and now I put my note in, I think in the wrong spot, but I think it's when he's preparing to go to the town before his meltdown.
Right.
And he grabs the tablecloth that he has and pulls it out, and then he goes back and and then throws everything off the table. I actually laughed at that because it's actually hard to do the other way. And he's like, "No, I didn't mean to do that." I don't know why, but that actually made me laugh. So
we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
The one I liked the whole arguing with himself and whether or not he's going to go. It's like, I'm going, I'm not, I'm going, I'm not. No, I'm going, but I'm going to be fashionably late. Blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that, right? And I also liked when he's sitting down and looking at his, to do his schedule.
His calendar? Oh, yes.
And he's like, staring into the darkness of the void, eating alone with myself. I cannot push that one again or cancel again. And that's funny.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like the whole. I don't have any other notes until after he steals Christmas, because at that point it's Jim Carrey stealing Christmas, and it's a lot of it is a live action version from the cartoon that I grew up with.
Yeah. This is straight out of the book, and doing what the cartoon accomplished was to bring that to full animation, right? To full on, like, what happened in between the pages. It was just more of the same. It wasn't a whole subplot with a fucking key party and all that kind of stuff. It's how showing him slink around under the carpet and stealing this. I actually, first of all, I got, why are there tiny Who toy car size grown-ups in Whoville. Who are those micro people? Where he gets when he's leaving, when he's cutting out of town after his rampage, and he jumps in the tiny car. He tells people to get out of the tiny car, and he takes it for a ride. I know it's a funny image of him in a tiny car, but what the hell happened to those tiny people? Why are there like adult Whoville Patriots of the size of a shoe? The fuck?
Yeah. And why are they getting stepped on constantly?
Stop having these goddamn key parties. Maybe this... You're a small town. You can't really, you've got to keep it straight. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm seeing mutation all over the place. That's all it is. They're mutants, Charles. Yeah. And yeah, I just have another point about how talented he is as a mechanic and a welder. In less than 4 hours, he builds a fully functional rocket sled from nothing. That's fucking awesome. Like, MacGyver can suck it, because the Grinch... Yeah. I watch the new MacGyver show, and it takes him an hour to make like a battery out of a lemon. But you know what I mean? Like, it's this guy can build a rocket sled in that time, and it works.
And you know what? I love the one where he's like, "I asked for a 4/8 wrench, not a 3/4. Keep it focused."
Yeah, I'm like, the dog goes.
And I'm sorry, I love the whole scene. I love the whole scene of him building everything. I love him egging for the camera. I love him going down. He's like, Anthony Hopkins comes and he's slunk to the refrigerator, and he comes up to it and he goes, slunk.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yeah, this is the good stuff right here. It's the heist. It's the heist is all the best stuff for me. I agree. And yeah, my last note is, and everything is back to status quo, but that's pretty much the story, though.
But not so far, because I've got a few things. One line that bothered me: "Hunk of burning who."
Oh,
after the father makes the big speech, and this is my problem with this sort of adaptation. The Grinch in the original and in the book steals Christmas by taking all the presents and all their food and all their decorations.
Yeah.
The next morning, all the Whos come out to the center of town to celebrate Christmas by singing around the tree.
Yeah.
And by doing that, they're not sad that they lost all their presents. They're not depressed, and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe the Grinch stole our shit." They just come out and celebrate Christmas as if it's a tradition, which is then what makes the Grinch understand what Christmas really is. Because yes, they did go crazy and they did buy all the presents and stuff, but it's not about the presents. That's just a bonus. The Whos start Christmas morning by singing around the tree.
Yeah, they're unfazed.
They're unfazed by it. Exactly. In the movie, they're completely fazed by it.
Oh yeah, upset.
They're upset. They're crying. What happened to us? Oh my God. This and that, blah, blah, blah. And then it takes one person to go, you know what? I'm glad he stole our presents, because now he taught us the real meaning of Christmas. I'm like, that. And then, but by doing that, the Grinch doesn't learn anything, because all he does is bring back their presents.
He gets turned by the town singing, but the town has to be turned by the dad, who was turned by the girl who was having the crisis of faith to begin with.
Yes.
So what turned her? Was it the actions of the Grinch? Was it all the presents being gone, where she could then focus on the true meaning of Christmas?
No, she turns him when her dad makes the speech. So all she wanted was someone to recognize that Christmas isn't all about presents.
Yeah. And her dad does finally get there.
And her dad finally gets there, and basically her dad turns the whole town around.
Yeah, he stands up to the mayor, which turns the town. Yeah, an easily led town. I mean,
yes. Oh yeah.
Like, I'm surprised he didn't just become mayor right then and there.
But then, in a somehow scientific leap of logic, Cindy Lou makes it to the top of the mountain. She says she was going up there to see. She went through the dump it pipe, which we saw earlier.
Had a great time.
Dumps the trash below the cave.
Yeah.
Because early in the movie, the Grinch picks up the thing and then goes up to the cave. Yeah. He was at the cave when he caught the spirit of Christmas. Right?
Yeah. The sleigh was up at the top of the mountain. The
sleigh was even higher.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow she, while going to visit him, she went up the mountain specifically to see him, climbs the mountain, climbs past the cave, and goes directly to the presents to, quote unquote, look for the Grinch.
Yeah.
She doesn't stop in at the cave.
No, I'm guessing seeing the sled assumed that had something to do with him and thought he was up there. That's all I can say.
Okay, fair enough.
That's my only guess, is that sled wasn't there because the first time she just trespasses.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like practically B&E, she just goes through the doggy door.
Yeah,
she knocks once and enters, right? So, like she's the cops. Boom, boom, police, and I'm in. Like
follow-up question: why didn't the parents not realize she was gone?
Oh, well, they're just bad parents. Come on, this is a whole town where not even the teacher will stop racism. So I mean,
that's true. That's true.
So this is a town. She disappears a couple of times. Like the first time she went up to see him, and he dumped her back down the pipe, and she ends up in a snowbank. And then there's Dad that finds her. Oh, hey, you can make snow angels later. I didn't even know she had gone up the mountain.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
I mean, the older kids, the teenagers, which two of them are his, go up the mountain with their girlfriends to not make out point, I guess. But yeah, anyway, so you think they talk about him as if he's legend. It's like, no, you can just get up there and there's a door.
Yeah, that says the Grinch on it.
Yeah, he's got a buzz off welcome mat.
And where he is because we see the newspaper early in the movie where it says Grinch spotted in Whoville, and it's a picture of the Grinch, and then it has a picture of his cave with an arrow pointing to the cave, and at the end of the arrow says cave.
Yeah.
Which is obviously a cave in the side of the mountain.
So the Whoville version of Peter Parker scaled the mountain to take a picture of his front door.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
My last note.
No, you're right. You're right. It's in the original. It's the town is united under what Christmas really. There was never any doubt when you read that story that the town knew what Christmas was really about, and the Grinch just proves their point.
Yeah,
that it's not about baubles. It's not about trinkets. It's not about Biggles and boggles and blankets or whatever. I don't know. I'm not as good a writer as him. Anyway,
sure.
But it's and you're right. The town is unfazed in the original. This time there's conflict. They just keep conflict. Even at the pinnacle of the story, when the town should be the most united, they're not.
Yeah,
they're just swayed.
It just completely negates the entire point of the book.
Well, this is where we
missed it. You missed it completely.
Yeah, this is where we needed more of the townsfolk to chime in and back up the postman.
Yeah,
the flat-footed cop, Christine Baranski,
what you needed,
Molly Shannon.
What you needed to have is the mayor come out and be the first one to speak and be like, "Oh, blah blah blah. This is what happens, and the Grinch destroys Christmas, and blah blah blah." And then all of a sudden, all of the other Who's are like, "What are you talking about? Christmas is this. Christmas is that." And then another person, "Christmas is this." And
it's
Christmas
family.
It's family. Singing. It's blah blah blah. So that the mayor then has the turnaround, and then that causes the Grinch to have his realization.
Yeah, the town converts the mayor.
At the same time, they turn the Grinch.
Yeah, so they turn the mayor into the villain of the movie.
Yeah, completely. but at that point, then you have the duality of the mayor and the Grinch, who then, when the Grinch comes back down, it makes sense that they become friends.
They unite under the spirit of Christmas.
But instead, the Grinch comes down. Christine Baranski says, "I don't want to marry you, Mayor." I'm going to be with the Grinch. And the Grinch, and I don't know if you were weirded out by this, but he does a I'm getting laid dance in front of the entire town.
Well, if I got a chance to sleep with Christine Baranski, I'd do one too. That's all I'm saying.
Stick it in her. Like, that's what he should have said at the end of this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the end of the movie. I do have some notes on here. I got a few notes on here. These are really interesting. Jim Carrey on the Graham Norton show said he felt so confined and uncomfortable in the latex skin that he sought counseling from CIA agents who taught him torture resistance techniques.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Because I tell you one thing I noted too is that he does such a great job of talking at this out of the corner of his mouth.
Yeah.
So he's always sneering when he talks.
Yes.
In the suit, which was fan-friggin-tastic for
and that. All the facial expressions were his. I mean,
yeah.
You and I probably realize that because we grew up with Jim Carrey, but
they used to call him Rubber Face. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And he actually based the voice on Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she kind of talks like this, kind of.
Yeah, so
that.
So he can kind of sneer at the side of his mouth and talk like Sean Connery. Yeah.
Yeah. In the final scene, Cindy Lou Who passes Max the dog a plate of green eggs and ham. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did not notice that, but I love the reference.
The Whoville set was built mostly on the back lot of Universal Studios behind the Bates Motel. During a break in filming, Jim Carrey surprised and scared tourists on the real Universal backlot tour by running out of the hotel wearing a dress and brandishing a knife. Nobody recognized him, and the tour guide at Universal Studios will still tell you that story when you pass by the hotel on the tour to this day.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
No movie other than this has featured so many characters in heavy makeup and costumes since The Wizard of Oz in 1939. Hence the reason for all the makeup artists you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, you know what? That's right. And I can think, there's some that have like prosthetic heavy, and yes, they're going to bring up Star Wars, but there wasn't as many.
Yeah.
Like the cantina scene was a smaller collection of, no, you're right. Yeah, and that's what we were talking about. That's what made my point about Christine Baranski.
Yeah.
Was that
it should stick out. I can't believe I didn't notice it.
I'm looking at, I'm trying to look like 2 or 3 rows deep in the crowd scenes, and they've all got the thing on.
Yeah.
And she does it. That's what made her stick out, because everyone around her has it. It wasn't like some did and some didn't.
Yep.
She's the only one. Yeah.
So this is the scene you referenced earlier. When the Grinch pulls the sheet off the table, all the silverware was scripted to fall off with the sheet. Jim Carrey pulled the sheet off so well that when nothing came off, he went back and ruined the table. That was better. An improv shot.
That was better. I think that's better than it all coming off naturally, because that's whatever happens to pretty much everybody. Pretty much. They try it, right? So the fact that it worked properly and then he went back, that's what made it funny for me. So
yep.
Yeah, that's
almost
that's
cast. Funny. Almost cast for the Grinch, Eddie Murphy.
I'd like to see that.
One that makes sense, Tim Curry.
Oh, yes. Oh, Alan Rickman?
No, Jack Nicholson.
Oh, my God. In 2000?
And one that would have made a totally different tone of the movie, Tom Hanks.
Actually, that doesn't surprise me.
No, at that time, no. He was on his Oscar run at that point.
Although I would have seen him more as maybe Cindy Lou's dad. He's friggin' America's dad.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
but he wasn't back then. He was still doing Castaway at that point. So Castaway was 2000.
I can't see him as the Grinch.
I can't see him as the Grinch either. But
even back then, especially coming from innocent-faced, big, and all, even that, you know what I mean? Even those where he's like.
Well, he's done Philadelphia, done.
Yeah, but he doesn't play villains. He's always the baby face, right? So.
Well, the Grinch ends up being the hero anyway. So.
No, I know, but there's no way he could have got. Well, you know what? I mean, Tom Hanks is talented as hell, but there's just something Jim Carrey brings that I don't know anyone outside of Robin Williams could have brought.
Oh, Robin Williams would have been yeah. Well,
it would have been about similar, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story. Mark, what do you got?
I got 2 of them.
Okay.
Or is it one man's struggle against a whole town that is so toxic that he had to become a homeless recluse at 8 years old and fight self-loathing and depression? You mentioned the scene when he's checking his schedule, staring into the abyss and all that stuff. And this was the better option to staying in Whoville, might I add. At 8 years old, he makes the right call and leaves town. They run him out on a rail, practically. That's one of them. Or is it a peek into the dark underbelly of what goes on in snowflakes? No, I'm not talking about millennials. I'm talking about actual snowflakes. Lust, jealousy, cruelty, racism, and a holiday-dependent economy. Wait a second, am I talking about Whoville anymore?
I don't know, wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Mm-hmm.
I just have the one, I have it, or is it, it's only okay to be racist to someone as long as they don't celebrate the same December holiday that you do.
Oh, no. No.
That's what I think this movie pilots.
Oh, my God. Oh. I was trying to get there, but you got there.
I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck 2020.
I stopped short. You got there. Oh, yeah.
So that's going to about do it for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I hope everyone is getting through this pandemic. It's almost over. There's light at the end of the tunnel, folks, but we're not there yet. Please be safe. Wear your masks and get the vaccine when it comes out. Don't listen to the crazy people otherwise.
Absolutely. Happy holidays, everyone. Be safe. Do what you can to either see your family, Skype, Zoom, FaceTime. There's a plethora of ways. Stay in touch because there will come a day when you can go and hug them all.
Yeah, it's coming, folks.
It's coming. We're gonna get back there. I know I've got that. I'm staring down the barrel of that. I'll be in a small, like I'm a single, so I can attach myself to one household legally. But it's not my larger. It's not my larger family. There won't be a large gathering around the Christmas tree like in Whoville. So, but that being said, if you want to drop us a line, if you got some time over the holidays, and you want to drop us a line, where can they reach us?
CanadianMovieCrew@gmail.com. Reach at us at Can Movie Crew on Facebook. Find us on Facebook. Until next time, I'm Derek.
I mean Mark.
Join us next time. We'll take a look at the Christmas classic about a man who learns what his life would be like if he didn't become a chef. Every time a bell rings, a fat guy gets chicken wings. In It's a Wonderful Knife.